head office, and we have the esteemed leadership team of STA from all over Odisha. So I will now request Mr. Girdhar to speak a few words about FADA and its activities.
Thanks, Pradeep ji, and thanks to the State Transport Department and the Transport Commissioner Sahab to give us this opportunity. I'll just brief you about FADA. FADA is Federation of Automobile Dealer Association, sir. It's the voice of dealer. We represent the authorized dealers, their employees, their customers, and we've been doing this for more than 57 years. Our association was founded in 1964. It's the apex body of automobile retail industry in India, engaged in sales, service, spares, whether it's two-wheeler, three-wheeler, passenger vehicles, UV, commercial. So in nutshell, anything which is being sold by authorized dealers on wheels, we represent those dealers across India. So in all, we represent close to 15,000 automobile dealers, having close to what 26,500 plus dealerships, including multiple associations of automobile dealers at the regional, state, and city level, representing the entire auto industry. So together we employ more than 4 million people at dealerships and service center. FADA at the same time has also actively networks with the industry and the authorities, both at the central and the state level, to provide its inputs and suggestions on the auto policies, taxation, vehicle registration process, road safety, and clean environment to sustain the growth of automobile retail trade in India, sir. So just to highlight, in recent years, FADA successfully brought relief to its entire dealer fraternity when the sudden lockdown hurt sales and registration of BS4. And at that time, when BS6 transition was knocking at the doors, no one else but FADA could get a favorable order from Honorable Supreme Court, thus saving dealers thousands of crores worth of BS4 vehicles, which would have otherwise become scrap. Sir, FADA has also started releasing auto retail registration figures. It's basically from Vahan we take out these figures, because generally what used to happen was that all the OEMs every month they used to release figures based on the wholesale, based on the vehicles which were being pushed from the OEM to the dealership. We've last 4 years we started releasing retail figures from Vahan, and this has helped the entire dealer fraternity in reducing the inventory which is there at the dealership. Sir, can I request everyone to please be on mute? Yeah, thank you. Sir, FADA also is the best advocate in dealer-manufacturer relationship, addressing concerns with manufacturers. FADA has started annual dealer satisfaction study to discuss the positives and negatives of manufacturers' performance and initiatives, including new initiative programs. FADA also hosts events that focuses on the latest issues affecting dealers and manufacturers and the industry at large. So we also partner with international dealer associations to stay up to date on the trends on auto retail across the world. Some success are quieter than others. FADA advocacy with government and OEMs are often behind the scenes, which have a profound impact on areas such as tax, employment, finance, policies, and dealer profitability. So we have a monthly journal. I'm not sure whether, I'm sure probably you must be receiving it at your department also. So we have a journal, we come out with it's a every month news magazine. Every day we flash news on auto retail industry. We connect with government and OEMs both at central and state level. In nutshell, you can say that we do everything related to dealership business across industry. And to last but not the least, FADA with its various state chapters has also been successful in implementing faceless, paperless, and dealer point vehicle registration, sir. Thank you. Pradeep, you are on mute.
Now I'd like to introduce the leadership team of FADA Odisha Chapter. Ms. Manu, can you please share that picture? So friends, I am nothing without a team. So we have some regional directors. According to we are distributing all the districts amongst them. So we have Mr. Rajiv Dubey. He is the hero dealer based out of Bhubaneswar. So he is looking after Khurda, Puri and Nayagar. Then we have Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das. He is based out of Balasar. So he is looking after Bolangir, Bhadrak. Sorry, not Balangir, Balasar, Bhadrak, Jajpur, Kenjar and Mayurbhanj. Then we have Mr. Ravindra Agrawal out of Bargarh. So he's looking after Bolangir, Bargarh, Sambalpur, both Sundargarh, Devgarh and Jharsuguda. Then we have Mr. Kamal Agrawal. He is the two-wheeler regional director vertical. We have Mr. Akhil Poda from Cuttack. He is looking after Cuttack, Bhenkanal, Angul, Kendrapada and Jagatsinghpur. And we have Mr. Ashish Agrawal. He is looking after Malkangiri, Gwanjar, Kalahandi, Nabarangpur, Raigada, Nuwapatna, Ganjam and Panmal. And myself, I am the Pradeep Agrawal. I am the state chairperson for FADA Odisha. We also have Mr. Devjyoti Patnaik. He is the president of our state level automobile dealer association. Now I'd like to request Mr. Ashish to please introduce Mr. Arun Bothra.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my proud privilege to introduce Arun Bothra ji, the Transport Commissioner of Odisha. He was an IPS officer, 1996 batch Odisha cadre. He was former SP Angul, Kendrapada, Koraput, Nabarangpur district in Odisha, Commandant Special Operation Group Anti-Naxal Force, SP Intelligence. He also worked as IG Crime, IG Railway, IG Economic Offence, IG Special Task Force, IG Modernization. From 2009 to 2014, he worked with CBI, first as a SP and DIG at Kolkata, then as DIG Special Crime and DIG Anti-Corruption at CBI headquarters, New Delhi. He is credited to establish a popular city bus service, Mo Bus, in Bhubaneswar and nearby city in his role as MD, Capital Region Urban Transport Odisha. After that, he was made CMD of Odisha State Road Transport Corporation, where he brought many improvements in terms of enhancing the fleet, improving bus stand design and training the drivers, conductor and other staff of the corporation. He cracked many important cases. A movie has been made in one of his important cases, Parcel Bomb Blast case, in Oriya and Telugu. Renowned actor Atul Kulkarni has played his character as IG Crime Branch, Odisha, in that film. He often contributes articles in newspapers like Indian Express, Times of India, and Rajasthan Patrika. He was awarded with Kathin Seva Medal for working in Naxal affected area in the year 2007. DGP's commendation disc for the good work in crime control in the year 2009. President Police Medal for meritorious service in the year 2013. Governor's Medal for Police Service in 2019. He also known for using social media for public service and has more than 2 lakh followers on Twitter. He has been very active in helping people during COVID pandemic through in online initiative India Cares. Thank you, Pradeep.
Thank you, Ashish ji, and for such a lovely resume of our respected Arun Bothra ji. Sir, I request you to now speak a few words about your department. Thank you.
Did you ask me to speak?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashish ji. That was very elaborate actually. आप ये बताना भूल गए कि आपके शोरूम पे भी कई बार आया हूँ मैं. As SP Koraput, I used to meet him going back 15 years ago. So, thank you, Agrawal Saab, and all the executive committee members and office bearers and all the participants here. This is really a good opportunity, a kind of long-awaited opportunity to meet all of you. I have with me a few of my officers, which I would like to introduce. We have 3 DCs Deputy Commissioner from Atak Central Zone, Mr. Sanjay Biswal, Deputy Commissioner Dipti Patro from Sambalpur, and Deputy Commissioner Mr. Lalmohan Sethi from South Zone, who is already under orders of promotion. And also we have our Additional Commissioner Technical, Mr. Nayak, Jay Nayak sir, with me here, and our Technical Director of NIC, because we thought there may be some issues about technical issues in nature. So we also thought to invite him. He is also here, attending from our office. I also invited law officer, but I don't know whether the law officer has joined or not. But these many people, the senior people are here to talk to you and hear you out. I once again thank Mr. Agarwal for taking the initiative. He has been chasing me for long now, 2-3 months for having this meeting. The very idea is that we are working in the same system actually. I have some role and you have some role. Ultimately, the idea and objective is to development of the state, helping people, supporting them. Because once you sell vehicles, people move. Once people move, then the economy, the personal lives, they get affected. So we are all playing our own roles in a big system. And all the roles are important. As Mr. Girdhar was telling, I was very impressed with the numbers. He told that 40 million people are engaged and so many, I think 26,000 dealerships and all. So I congratulate FADA for doing great service. Of course, all of us, I get my salary, you get your business profit. But while doing that, we are also serving the country, we are also serving the society in one way or the other. So other than our, जैसे बोलते हैं हमारा रोजगार, हमारा business करते ही हैं, लेकिन साथ में we all move the economy, we all move the society, we all move the country, the nation. That way, FADA has been playing an important role, and I thank and compliment and congratulate all of you as members of FADA. Idea is basically, before we go to the open session, because it's not what we do, because my role you all know, what you do we also know, but to have some kind of direct interaction. If there are any issues which you are facing, any problem which we can resolve, which I can help in resolving. I am not originally from this department, as you know. I come from police background. Not much of idea. You are all experienced people. You know more than me. But whatever little we can change. At this point, I must also remember and pay my gratitude to my predecessor, Mr. Sanjeev Panda sir, who has really revolutionized the Odisha STA, bringing a lot of digital interventions even before other states could bring. Before the government of India, before the other states could think, he has made a lot of changes. He made a lot of changes which are helping us, which are helping all of us, like dealer code registration and all. You know that. So a lot of things have been done. But I believe that more can be done if we get the right suggestions, we get the right ideas. So from my side, I have a few requests to make to all of you. But before that, I would like to listen from the members here. If they have any issues which we can help, which we can support you. I have been telling my officers, and trust me, because I also, a few of you already know me personally also in my individual capacity, personal capacity, Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Rajiv Dubey, Aman Khurana. Many of these people I have been meeting otherwise also as friends. So you all know that I also come from a business background, business community. My entire family in business. So I understand the business requirements. I understand the business psyche. I understand the issues, problems, maybe a little more than others. So that way, I am very open to help anything which we can do under our within the legal framework, within the rules and regulations. if we can do any process changes, if we can do any kind of tweaking in our system, we are willing for that, and you will not find us lacking in any way. Number one. Number two, if any rule is also required to be changed, not that rules are, not that all the rules are so sacrosanct that we can't change the rules. If there is a rule which you can show me that this rule is hampering our business, this rule is this is not in public interest, we are willing to have a look on that also. But please understand one small thing before I hand it over back to Mr. Agarwal. At STA and as Transport Commissioner, I am the regulator. I am not the policy maker. Government makes the policies. There is a transport department, there is a state government sitting at Bhubaneswar, Secretariat. They make the policies. I am supposed to implement them. I am the regulator. My role is to regulate. My role is not to create policies. So whatever rules have been given to me by the state government, I implement that. Within those rules, I can help you if there is anything to be done. If we need to change a rule or a policy, then I have to go back to government. And government will change, and then we will implement it again according to your convenience, your suitability. That takes some time. I have a voice. I can tell as Transport Commissioner to the government that this is what is required for the business. But that is not in my hand. That we should understand before we proceed further. So when you talk about issues, please understand, policy I do not create. I do not make the policy. I do not make the rules. I implement that. Implementation, I can take care. Within the rules, I can take care. But beyond that, we have to go back to the government. And last thing, as I was trying to mention, from our side, we are very open and we are very supportive to all of you. We do not have that mindset. वो जो एक mindset होता है ना, वो अभी तो उड़ीसा में change हो गया है काफी. But when I joined, I came here about 20-25 years ago. Mindset है कि businessman है तो चोर होगा, businessman है तो बदमाशी करता होगा, businessman है तो कुछ न कुछ गड़बड़ करेगा. That mindset, fortunately, has been changing, and that's how we are progressing also. Now, business is not looked down upon जैसे पहले होता था. अभी now more and more people are getting into business. So from our side, we have a lot of respect for you, a lot of regard for you, and we totally appreciate and understand your role, your contribution, and your requests, your demands, your issues from our side. That much from my side, Mr. Agarwal. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And now we have a question and answer sessions, friends. So if any of the dealer friends have any questions, you can raise your hand. We can allow you to speak. And we have one Mr. Tutul. He wants to ask some question. Over to you, Mr. Tutul.
So very good afternoon. So with the new policy introduction
of the EV, there's a subsidy by the state government. How will it get dispersed to, suppose it's an individual customer, suppose it's a corporate customer, or suppose it's a group taking EV vehicles like we did it in this Shakti mission, which we have delivered a lot of vehicles.
Okay. See, the government has created a broad policy framework and they have delegated to us. They have told me to create a portal and see that how this subsidy will be dispersed. We are already working on it. The portal is under development. It has been almost developed. Director NIC, TD NIC is with me here in our office. He is also listening to the conversation. We are, we really did not, which you told Mr. Tutul, this particular thing that what about the corporates, what about the groups buying? That thing somehow we have not discussed till now. We have been planning to, like the person the registration number, the person who is getting the registered, the name of the person, the customer, the money will be transferred to his account directly through Treasury. That is what we are planning after verifications, of course. After verifications, the RTO will be authorizing. RTO will be sending the money directly to the Aadhaar linked verified bank account of the customer. This is what we have been thinking about the individuals, which will be coming very soon. Now to groups and to companies and as you are saying that if some people are buying it for the company or corporate or some group, that thing somehow we have not discussed. I have not discussed, at least for now. But I think similar thing can be done, like a company buying, then company of course will be getting registered, the company name, and the money will go. But I'm not really sure about it.
So basically, actually, we are planning to give this or disburse the subsidy to the account number of that particular vehicle owner only. So what we will do, we will capture the account number of the vehicle owner, and it will be verified by IFSC or treasury portal. Then we can the same way we will disburse the amount to that particular bank account.
The amount can be given to the individual or company same man, right?
No, currently we are developing to individual only.
Individual only.
To the vehicle owner, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the question lies here: what happens if the owner is a corporate or an organization? So can the subsidy be reimbursed to those people? And if yes, how?
I think there should not be any problem. The same rule will apply, but I understand. But anyhow, we are coming with the detailed guideline, detailed SOP maybe next 10 to 15 days that we'll be sharing with you, right?
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you.
So there's one more question which has come over to me directly is right now, I think road safety is a paramount importance for from the dealer fraternity also and from the transport department also. So and I think India में fine लगाने से लोग को समझ में आता है बिना fine का people are not so aggressive in following the transport rules and the safety rules. But इसमें एक जगह सर अभी क्या issue आ रहा है कि if you are having overspeed and there's a camera which captures your speed. And if you're not stopping, so you have to pay 7,000 fine. And if you're stopping, then you have to pay 2,000 fine. But there are many instances where you don't have people where we can stop and pay if we are overspeeding. So हम नहीं भी चाहते हुए हमको 7,000 का fine we have to pay. So request the government to look into this part, how it can be handled.
I am aware of this. Just let me clarify. आप लोग समझ जाएंगे. Let me clarify what is the issue. Number one, this is not related to FADA. This is an individual.
Yes, sir. This is individual. It's not a FADA.
It's not customer. This is not FADA issue. This is
no, absolutely not.
Your customer's issue. But still,
Yes,
I'm clarifying here. See, the Supreme Court of India has ordered. Committee of Supreme Court has ordered. Whoever is overspeeding and drunken driving and a few more things, his license has to be suspended. Please understand. His license has to be suspended for 3 months. That is the order of the Supreme Court. Okay. Now, our camera captures somebody overspeeding. That means I have to fine him 2,000 rupees for overspeeding. But you are saying. But
yes,
I also have to suspend his license. That is the Supreme Court order. Now, camera cannot ask him to stop and show his license. Camera तो नहीं बोल सकता भैया रुक के मेरा लाइसेंस दिखा के ऐसे करके दिखा. तो मुझे कैसे पता लगेगा कि उसके पास लाइसेंस था कि नहीं था? Then what we do, what we are forced to do, we write that you do not have a license. 5,000 लाइसेंस का और 2,000 ओवर स्पीडिंग का हम उसको लगा देते हैं. जब आप उसको 7,000 का फीस लगाते हो पेनल्टी, वो आदमी भाग के आता है हमारे पास कि साहब मेरा लाइसेंस है. हम कहते हैं 5,000 काट दिया, लाइसेंस सस्पेंड कर दिया. You understand? We remove that 5,000. We do not charge 5,000. I'm telling you. If somebody comes to us with a license, if somebody sends the license photocopy over WhatsApp or email, because many people say that, many people send by email, they get furious. They get furious. I'm getting so many mails every day. They get furious. मेरा गाड़ी को आपने काट दिया चालान. मैं ओवर स्पीड तो कर रहा था. I agree. लेकिन मेरा लाइसेंस है, आपने कैसे लिखा लाइसेंस नहीं है? हम कहते हैं बेटा लाइसेंस है तो भेज दे, फोटोकॉपी भेज. He sends the photocopy. We do two things. We remove that 5,000 penalty and we suspend his license, so that the Supreme Court order is complied with and the person is absolved of that 5,000 rupees. That is a technical issue. I cannot help it because I do not have a way where the license can be suspended without knowing that he has a license.
And what happens in case he not sends you the license?
5,000 he has to pay. Not my problem. That means I'm right.
I mean, license not be suspended.
Why I am putting 5,000 penalty? I am saying you do not have a license. If you do not send a license, then you do not have a license, then you pay 5,000. That's all. तो फिर तुम ठीक ही बोल रहे, फिर गलत क्या बोल रहे?
चलिए, point noted, sir. I think the dealer friends will spread it across all the customers.
Yes. You have to tell your customers that if you have a license, don't worry. Send the license to RTO office by post, by Xerox copy, by whatever way, and your 5,000 will be. I can assure you that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
नहीं लगाते.
We will spread the news to all the customers also, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I think the transport department has gone faceless with respect to registrations, and I think Odisha is one of the first state in India to do this, and I should commend. I mean, thank the state government and the transport department for taking it forward. So there's just one small query here, sir. Like normally, most of the RTOs are sending us the registration number within 24 hours. Is it possible? I mean, 3 to 4, but many RTOs are also delaying it beyond 24 hours. So,
एक minute, please. Everybody can go to mute, please, because some noise here. I'm requesting everybody to please go on mute. Yeah, thank you. Please, बताइए अगर sir.
So, sir, point is that we have already gone for faceless registration. That's an awesome job done by the government and the transport department. So, I think most of the RTOs are giving us the registration number within 3 to 4 hours. But there are some RTOs where the dealers are facing a challenge. So, it will be great, sir, if they have some formal notifications or process where we can get the RTO numbers, registration numbers once we upload the documents within 3 hours, sir.
If you remember, initially, what I understand, initially when this system was created, it was kind of auto-approve kind of thing.
Sir.
Initially, and you upload everything and it gets, you get the number. That was the best thing for you and me.
Right, sir.
But then you know what happened? Some of your people, some of your friends, they started uploading wrong documents. We found some were false, some the addresses were not correct. There was a tampering in the sale date. That is how we had to change the system, unfortunately. To the disadvantage of the dealer and the customer and us. We had to change the system later. You know, all of you know this. We had to change the system that now the RTO will verify first whether the documents are in order or not. Once they are in order, then we quickly issue the registration. Now, it is both ways. My side, I am going to write a letter, as you are mentioning. We will write a letter that once the documents are correct, verified, immediately it should be issued. Immediately. That we will do.
Yes,
but
sir.
from your side also, please tell everybody, unless you give me the documents proper, how can I register it? If you do not give me the proper document, then it's not my fault. And it is either the customer is doing some mischief or it's a dealer point something is going wrong. मेरा इसमें ये बोलना अग्रवाल साहब, आपके सब लोगों को, सब दोस्तों को मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ. As वो बोलते हैं ना that with great power, great comes this great responsibility, right? So the power has been given to you, registered. आप सोचिए पहले आपके पास आप देते थे, बंदा वहां जाके खड़ा रहता था, कितना परेशान होता था. Now dealers have been given the power. You are in a powerful position now. We have given our sovereign task to you. कि आप कर दीजिए कोई बात नहीं. पर उसका उतना इज्जत भी होना चाहिए. उसका उतना the people should feel responsibility also. If you have been empowered by the government, if you have given the right to do this thing, sitting in your chamber, then please feel responsible for it also. आपके लोग अगर गलत डॉक्यूमेंट देते हैं तो उनको आप बोलिए नहीं दीजिए, आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना. आप डॉक्यूमेंट ठीक ढूंढ के दीजिए, आप कागज ठीक भेजिए, आप उसका वेरिफिकेशन करके भेजिए, थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लीजिए, हम करेंगे. Nevertheless, as you mentioned, I am going to write a letter to everybody, and we will ensure that it is not unduly delayed. Number one. Number two, if you have any specific RTOs in your mind, which you may not like to tell me here, you can send me an SMS again separately. That these are the RTO offices particularly where you are having problem, we will sort it out. No problem.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll try our best to see that. What I'm trying to mean was that obviously we have to upload the correct documents, then only the RTOs can give us the registration number. And I think this is a sporadic even not happening in most of the RTOs.
अगर आपके ठीक डॉक्यूमेंट देने के बाद भी RTO ऑफिसेज में नहीं हो पा रहा है, आप मुझे वो स्पेसिफिक केस भेज दीजिए 4-5. it will get streamlined. No problem.
Right. I will spread the news to our dealer friends, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Pradeep, can I come
Yes,
in
please,
this?
sir. Please, Mr. Sai.
Yeah. Arunji, as you rightly said, with great powers comes responsibility. You're absolutely right. But what I'd like to just request you here is, boss, because just because of few dealers, the entire fraternity should not be punished. That's my only request, sir.
Tell me,
Sir,
tell me the way. Tell me the way how.
So I'll tell you, sir.
How to segregate.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So
Girdharji,
what is
ऐसा सुनिए
happening?
मेरी बात. Girdharji, मेरी
Sir.
बात सुनिए. I come from
Sir.
police department.
Sir.
Right. And
Sir.
जितनी बदनामी हम झेलते हैं उतनी कोई नहीं झेलता है. सारे बदमाश नहीं है वहाँ पे. Trust me.
नहीं, you are absolutely right, sir.
हम किसी को बोले अच्छा forget about police transport department also. People talk a lot of nonsense about it. It's not that everybody is bad here. They are good people. They are brilliant people here. Right. So वो तो बदनामी तो फिर सबको झेलनी पड़ती है. पुलिस में सबको झेलनी पड़ती है. ट्रांसपोर्ट में सबको तो फिर डीलर को भी सबको झेलनी पड़ेगी. Please continue.
I think he has a different point to make.
Sir, what I'll suggest is, as far as address proof is concerned, address proof of customer is concerned, if we can have a Aadhaar-based address proof verification at the time of registration, it's an OTP-based system. It is happening in Delhi. If in case you want, we can share the system which the Delhi RTO is following. So every registration, before the registration happens, the customer receives an OTP. That OTP goes into the system and the address is actually verified from Aadhaar. That's one. Second, all the documents which the dealer is uploading, whether it is the sales certificate or the invoice or the insurance, so form 21, the disclaimer. So all the documents which the dealer is uploading, those documents are uploaded with digital signature from the dealer. So once the digital signatures are there on those documents, and still if a dealer by his own choice is doing anything or doing any fraudulent activities, then probably we can specify that particular dealer, we can separate him from the lot, and you've got all the power, sir, to take action against those dealers who are erring, as you're rightly doing with the people who are speeding in your state, because I'm sure with that 5,000 deterrent or with the driving license being suspended, so you'll be able to curb the accidental or the casualties in your state, sir. But my only request is, sir, if in case we have this system wherein each and every case is verified before the registration happens, is going to derail the entire process of this new Motor Vehicle Act. See, the new Motor Vehicle Act, the basic objective was to have a 24/7 process on Vahan, wherein the dealer can register the vehicle anytime at the convenience of the customer and deliver the vehicle with the registration. So the registration gets the number gets immediately issued. So my only request would be, sir, if you could please look into it. There are ways and means. I totally agree.
I have a few comments to make on that. But before that, Naik Babu, hame Aadhaar based kari baki. Can we go for Aadhaar based thing? It will be good. You are silent. It's mute actually.
Hello, sir. Sir, actually, we can do Aadhaar based, no problem. But DAC already we have already introduced digital signature. Doing digital signature, dealer are uploading their documents. That part is there. Still, some dealers are doing some mistakes. I may say mistakes. So we can go for Aadhaar based or faceless services. We can go, sir.
Just note down this thing that we will be moving to Aadhaar based system now. It's a good idea which he is telling about Delhi. We will do that. अपना नोट करती है मैं विषय अलग डिस्कशन करीबा. You also note down. We will discuss about it. That Mr. Girdhar, that is a good idea which you have told. We will be taking it up and we will most likely will be changing our system. However, as you are saying that it should be automated and it should be again, we should again go back to the auto mode. I can tell two things to you here. Number one, I have verified many of my RTO, they are actually doing the work on Sunday and Saturday also. They are particularly for this thing. There are RTOs which are doing this particular work, registration part, on Sunday as well. Number two, trust me, even after doing everything, today in our state, I have a list of maybe hundreds or thousands of vehicles which are not having the proper number plate. Dealers are, in spite of everything, that HSRP number plate is not put and the vehicle is given. Right? I'm right, Dipti Patro, where?
Sir,
There are
Bothra sir,
thousands of people.
Bothra sir, I just like to interrupt here.
Right.
I think we had this discussion many times in the office regarding dealers leaving automobiles without fixing the mandatory HSRP plate.
Yes.
And we have been in our local RTO groups, we have been getting a list of dealers who are not fixing the HSRP plate. So as a association body, I will strongly recommend you that please take penal actions for that. The problem is of lack of penal action for not fixing HSRP plates, sir. You have dealers we see in the group who have not fixed SSRP for 30, 40 years.
Also, I agree. See, these meetings are meant to reduce the penal action, right?
हम लोग ने सबको educate किया है, sir.
Everything if I have to do everything by penalty, then what is the point of having a discussion? Number two, let me tell you also, and I am telling the entire gathering here, there are two kinds of problems. Two kinds of issues can happen. Number one, which is negligence, or maybe ठीक है यार बाद में लगा देंगे कर लेंगे वो एक issue है. Second is that there can be issues of forgery, changing this thing, putting some kind of different card, putting some kind of wrong thing, not verifying properly. Trust me, if something goes wrong somewhere and we find, हमारे state में fortunately we do not have this terror issue, do not have much of terror issue. But then the states like North, Jammu, Kashmir and all those states and Northeast, if you do not verify, the vehicle is used in some kind of nefarious activity, some kind of narcotics activity, which is again, a lot of things are going on in our state also. I start taking real penal action. We can actually go for FIRs also. We can actually go for criminal action. Please understand, it's not only departmental action. It can lead to criminal action also. It can lead to a kind of 120B IPC situation where the case can be made out that this dealer particularly did not take action and that is why the crime took place. So I'm telling everybody, I'm just suggesting. I'm not here to kind of, I'm not threatening or anything, but I'm telling you, please do not do these kind of things. There's a difference. एक आपका negligence है, एक आप जबरदस्ती ऐसा सिचुएशन पैदा करो जहाँ क्राइम हो जाएगा, बाद में आप क्या करोगे? अगर क्राइम हो गया तो आप जिम्मेदार बनोगे उसके लिए. So very politely I'm requesting everybody, take this responsibility very seriously. It's a right given to, as I told earlier also, responsibility है तो उसका थोड़ा right मिला तो responsibility भी निभाना चाहिए. From our side, as I immediately agreed to Mr. Girdhar's suggestion about Aadhaar thing, we agree to that, and we will tell our RTOs not to create any kind of hurdle, even for the weekends also. We will put some kind of system in place where on Chutti day also, Mr. Girdhar, we are able to help you out and there should not be any problem for you, right?
Agreed, sir. But I'll still request, sir, we should have a roadmap जहाँ पर कि गाड़ी registration number gets automatically issued, sir.
Okay, we will have a,
because under your, I'm sure under with your experience, under your
department से एक बार आप लोग HSRP fit नहीं करते, let there be a penal action. और इसमें कारण क्या हो रहा है? It's not, it is intentional on part of some of the dealers because of competition or just to lift the automobile quickly to the dealer, they sell it without fixing the HSRP plate. They are taking a registration, but the HSRP
आपका system तो auto ही था. उड़ीसा में गिरधर जी auto system ही create किया गया था. We had to go back to this system because dealers did not cooperate. That's the issue. दूसरा आप प्रदीप जी जो बोल रहे हैं, I am asking you something. When on behalf of all the dealers, you are making a request, then can I also say that FADA should also take some action against these people? तो आपको बदनाम कर रहे हैं, आप बोल रहे हैं गिरधर जी बदनाम सबकी वजह से हमको मत कीजिए, तो वो बदनाम लोगों को आप भी कुछ एक्शन लीजिए. You tell your dealers कि भाई तुम ऐसा मत करो, तुम्हारे चक्कर में हम सब परेशान हो रहे हैं. सिस्टम अच्छा था, वो सिस्टम को चेंज करना पड़ा आपके डीलर्स की वजह से. आप बोल रहे हो आप एक्शन ले लो, मैं तो एक्शन ले सकता हूँ, पर आप क्या एक्शन ले रहे हो मुझे वो बताइए पहले. I can give you a list. I can send you a list tomorrow कि आपके किस डीलर के कितने 100 और कितने टोटल स्टेट में कितने हजार HSRP प्लेट के बिना आपने गाड़ियां दे दी लोगों को. Not one day, months together. Vehicles are moving and I have a list. I can share with you. आप अपने डीलर से पूछिए कि उन्होंने क्यों दे दी. तो फाडा भी तो कुछ एक्शन लेना.
हम
आप
बिल्कुल आपका point
अपने
note किया।
अपने लोगों से आप मीठी मीठी बातें करोगे, आके हमसे डिमांड करोगे, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा?
सर हम ऐसा बात नहीं बोल रहे हैं। चलिए
Also, we
point
can
note-
share the list. Also, we can share the list where our RTOs are reverted back the documents for.
आप पहले अपने डीलर से बोलिए कि भाई तुम्हारी वैसे अगर सिस्टम आप ठीक करना चाहते हो मैं कर दूंगा, आई एम विलिंग फॉर इट, आई एम मोर देन विलिंग फॉर इट, बट यू हैव टू सपोर्ट दैम। यू कैन नॉट से कि 10 डीलर कर रहे हैं उनको आप पकड़ो और हमको छोड़ दो, तो 10 डीलर को आप भी तो पकड़ो ना हमारे साथ, आप हमारी मदद तो करो उसमें।
राइट सर, पॉइंट नोटेड सर।
अब आप चेयरमैन इसलिए बोलोगे नहीं क्योंकि आपके सारे वोटर हैं।
नहीं ऐसा कोई बात नहीं है सर।
नेक्स्ट प्लीज।
ओके सर, अभी जो अपने लिए फेसलेस आरसी पेपर भी इशू, सॉरी पेपरलेस आरसी पेपर भी वी हैव स्टार्टेड इशूइंग, तो उसमें क्या हो रहा है कि वी हैव टू गो बैक टू योर वाहन साइट, व्हाट आई अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम देयर वी टेक द रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रिंट आउट ऑफ द कस्टमर फॉर द ऑटोमोबाइल। सो इफ द कस्टमर गेट्स अ एसएमएस, उस लिंक को टच करते ही उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर मिल जाएगा, सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा, इट विल बी अ ग्रेट हेल्प टू द कस्टमर सर।
आई कैन से क्विकली टू थिंग्स ऑन दैट। नंबर 1, अभी हमारा पहले भी आपको पता है कि हमारे उड़ीसा में हम लोगों ने डिस्पेंस विद कर दिया है वो फिजिकल वाला।
राइट सर।
वी आर इशूइंग डिजिटल आरसी, डिजिटल लाइसेंस।
राइट सर।
So once it is approved, only person can go to the site, our portal, click and download. Already हमारा है, click करके बंदा डाउनलोड कर सकता है one time. However, I take your suggestion in a very right spirit. We will create some kind of system where this whatever you are suggesting, we will implement.
राइट सर, इन एसएमएस बेस्ड में हो तो
आप जो सजेस्ट कर रहे हो उसको हम इम्प्लीमेंट करने का कोशिश करेंगे. It may take some time, maybe month or so, maybe 2 months, but we will do it.
थैंक यू सर। सर बाकी तो और एक 2 क्वेश्चंस थे which we have shared that vehicle number registration should be given instantly after uploading the documents. I think we have already discussed this point. And even during holidays, if registration number can be obtained, if basically start during Diwali and Durga Puja, then we have an extended holiday. तो वहाँ पे ज़रा चैलेंजिंग होता है, but many of the RTOs have cooperated and given RTO numbers overnight also, sir. But there are sometimes some issues in some RTOs.
हमारे लोग छुट्टियों में भी देते हैं, मुझे पता है संडे सैटरडे को भी इस तरह के इश्यूज आते हैं. However, as you are mentioning, for the holiday, special holiday period like Durga Puja and all, note करिए दीप्ति please. We will issue specific order that during Durga Puja holidays or Diwali holidays or any other time, maybe year end or something, RTOs will function extra hours on छुट्टी days also, and ensure that there is no backlog on our part.
Yes, thank you. Any dealer friends have some questions?
Sir, I have
There is one more question from a dealer friend that can RTO tax payments be deposited in advance and same can be deducted subsequently? It really helps when we are traveling abroad. उसमें OTP वगैरह
I'm not able to. ये कौन बीच में कोई बोल आप पूछ रहे हैं कि और पूछ रहे हैं?
But I am only asking that whether the RTO money can be deposited in advance, जैसे prepaid होता है, and then it gets deducted from our TT or whatever funds are lying with you, that can be worked out. As a suggestion from one of the members, sir.
Okay, you are saying that you will deposit some money in advance with us.
Yes, sir.
And then whenever a registration takes place, then it can deduct it. It will deduct automatically.
Yes,
something
sir.
like that.
Yes, sir.
I have to really examine that because we do not have any account where I can keep such money.
Right, sir.
I cannot collect money from you in advance. I do not know where to keep the money, who will be responsible, what will be the auditing system and all. But yes, let me try. You are paying some kind of prepaid system kind of thing.
Right, sir. गवर्नमेंट को फंड्स भी पहले से मिल जाएगी, सो देयर इज एन एडवांटेज.
मैं समझ रहा हूँ, but I for that see no, it's a money matter.
Right, sir.
So the money has to come to treasury or some account.
Right, sir.
So it has to. We have to take the approval of the government.
Right, sir.
Creates a system, but this is a good idea. We will work on it.
Mr. Tutul, you have a question, sir.
Dictator लिखित में prepaid वाला.
Sir, in this, just a second, Pradeep ji, I'm sorry, I'm just coming in between. Arun ji, what you're saying, इसी के अंदर में, I'll just like to add, in case a dealer, because as on day, we are the applicants, we deposit the tax on behalf of the customer from our bank accounts. There are times, or there are probably due to the bank error, or the money gets stuck with the treasury and the vehicle is not registered. So probably dealer has to do a double funding for that particular vehicle. Refund of those payments, the money which the dealer has deposited, the OTT, which the dealer has deposited, is not coming back to the dealer's account. So if we could have a system in your state wherein
it goes to whom?
It goes to the customer's account, sir, but wherein the money was deposited from the dealer's account.
So the customer doesn't pay you back, it runs away. Like
So
that?
so it is not the question of customer doesn't pay us, sir, but it becomes very tedious because once the vehicle is delivered, generally the refunds takes a lot of time, and the refund goes to the customer. Then you have to go to the customer's place and take the money from
Okay,
him.
done. This is very much understandable, and we will change the system, and we will send the money back to the dealer. Is that okay?
Excellent,
Yes.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
There was one more question also in our list. Thank you, Mr. Sai, for PS.
এটা লিখিতি पे अपना नायक बाबू
Yeah, Tutul ji, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sir, a lot of times we have.
just a minute, Mr. Tutun, please.
Actually, payment is doing sometimes by dealer and sometimes also by using the net banking account of the customers. So, from which account the account is transferring to us, we are transferring to that account only.
Yes.
That may be a dealer, that may be a public also.
So, Mr. Girdhar, is that okay? Is that Mr. Girdhar?
Absolutely fine, sir. Absolutely.
इस अकाउंट से पैसा आएगा उसी अकाउंट में वापस भेज देंगे.
Yes, perfect, sir.
Absolutely.
Because tomorrow the customer can come to me and they can tell the dealer को आपने भेज दिया, मेरे को dealer दे नहीं रहा.
Absolutely.
No, that is valid, sir. That's perfectly valid, sir. जो अकाउंट से पैसा जा रहा है.
अकाउंट से पैसा आएगा उसी अकाउंट में वापस चला जाएगा.
Right, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tutul.
So a lot of time people are facing a problem is when they are operating as the online system. There are a lot of issues which are cropping up in terms of paying the permit fees, taxes, and even for registration. I did with we have a lot of buses and construction equipment and all. So can we have a helpline where we have this kind of a problem in operating the system online, where we can get a help if we are stuck to comply with your rules and regulations?
You please Google STA helpline, you will get the number.
Okay.
There's a helpline.
Yeah, but we get a response on that immediately.
You try that.
Sure.
Try and tell me again.
Right, sir. Point noted, sir. Mr. Singh, you have a question.
A question is, sir, अपना पहले तो good afternoon to everyone. सर अपने जो डिस्कस कर रहे थे, जो डिस्क्रिपेंसी का जो HSRP प्लेट जो डीलर्स फिट नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप लोग अपना एक आरटीओ में एक ऐसा टूल ऐड ऑन कर दीजिए जहां हम लोग HSRP का IBS नंबर जो फ्रंट रियर कोड और बैक रियर कोड उसमें ऐड कर दें, तो वो जाके वो फिटमेंट पे दे दे तो आपके लिए पक्का हो जाएगा, कंफर्मिटी हो जाएगी ये डीलर नंबर प्लेट फिटिंग करके उसको रिलीज कर रहे हैं करके.
Can you repeat that, Singh sir?
सर नंबर प्लेट में सर कोड्स आता है, लेजर कोड्स आता है सर. हम लोग आरटीओ साइट में ही लेजर कोड एंट्री कर दें तो आपकी श्योरिटी हो जाएगी डीलर फिटमेंट करके ही गाड़ी रिलीज कर रहा है, तो वो कहीं ऐड ऑन हो जाए तो आपके आरटीओ साइट पे.
ये हो रहा है सर. This is happening.
Then how they are releasing the vehicles without putting this thing?
No, that is from the dealer they are leaving the vehicle, not that system cannot control that. Another. If HSRP is not fitted to a vehicle and the dealer is leaving the vehicle, then how can system will check that one?
Okay, then that means they are putting the number but not actually fitting the number plate, right?
Before coming up the number plate, they are leaving that vehicle.
सरदार जी जो आपने आइडिया बताया ना उसका पहले से आपके लोगों ने तोड़ ढूंढ रखा है, तो नंबर डाल देते हैं, फिट नहीं करते. समझ गया मेरी बात?
सर.
Right, sir. Ravi ji, you have a question.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Hello.
please.
Yes,
सर सर एक छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम हम लोग फेस करते हैं सर.
रवि जी आप कैमरा ऑन कीजिए, मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है आप कहाँ पे हो.
एक सेकंड सर.
इतना तो बनता है तुम्हारा यार, आप बताओ तो सही, देखें तो सही. हाँ प्लीज.
सर एक्चुअली सर क्या होता है जब हम लोगों का क्वार्टर एंड होता है सर, तो जनरली सर अभी जो प्राइस हाइक हो रहे हैं पेट्रोल डीजल एंड एवरीथिंग के, तो नॉर्मली हम देखने में आ रहा है सर क्वार्टर एंड पे या सेकेंड क्वार्टर एंड पे कंपनियां कुछ प्राइस इंक्रीज करती है व्हीकल की सर. जो इंक्रीमेंट होता है सर तो वो इमीडिएटली लागू नहीं हो पाता है वाहन साइड में सर, वो 5-7 दिन 10 दिन लग जाता है, या फिर हमको कंपनी को बोलना पड़ता है कि वाहन साइड में प्राइस एक्स है लाइक 10 लाख है बट प्राइस इज इंक्रीज बाय 1050 हो चुका है. उस समय अगर हम चाह के भी अगर 1050 का इनवाइस अपलोड करना चाहते हैं तो वो हो नहीं पाता है सर. फिर हमको वेट करना पड़ता है कंपनी को बोल के फिर उसको वाहन में अपलोड करवाने के लिए. तो सर ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है कि हम लोग अगर जो प्राइस इंक्रीज हुआ तो मैं अगर बढ़े हुए प्राइस का इनवाइस अपलोड करता हूं तो टैक्स ऑटोमेटिक उतना प्राइस का कैलकुलेट करके ले जाए, तो हम लोगों को सर जो वेट करना पड़ता है जब तक अपलोड का 10 दिन 12 दिन 8 दिन, तो वो हमारे को सर कुछ इजी हो जाए सर।
आपकी कंपनी सुन रही है आपकी बात, अब हमसे बोल रहे हो यार।
मैं
ये तो आपके
प्रॉब्लम कंपनी की हो रही है, आप सोल्व मेरे से करा रहे हो, ऐसे कैसे होगा?
नहीं सर, मैं वो बोलना नहीं चाह रहा हूँ सर, मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा था एक्चुअली एग्जैक्टली सर कि जैसे प्राइस अभी जैसे हमारे सिस्टम में क्या है सर, हम लोग जब
देखिए मैं जहां तक जानता हूँ उसमें इट्स नॉन एडिटेबल, और स्पेसिफिक रीजन, ये तो आपने बड़ा स्पेसिफिक बताया, ऐसे ऐसे हो जाता है।
जी सर।
If you allow the editing part,
Sir.
if you allow the dealers to change the price and upload in a different thing, that is going to create more problems, what I understand, number one.
Sir.
Number two, Vahan, as you know, this is a Government of India portal. I do not really control that. I don't have much of authority to change the system there. It is between you and your company, and at the best, Moort. At the best, your company and Moort. I don't think STA Odisha can do much in that, but still I have noted your point.
Sir.
Maybe we have a meeting with Moort.
Okay, sir.
We will discuss with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is an added question like that we can deposit the tax on the invoice discounted value of pre-GST value, because GST already हम tax दे रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर भी आप 5% 6% ले रहे हैं, so it sort of becomes double taxation, sir. So technically, it's just a recommendation from our side that the tax taken by the
it's a very valid thing. There are two things here. Number one was the discount part. You are giving some discount.
Right, sir.
That I cannot accommodate. Right, because you know very well there are dealers.
Yes, understood, sir.
Please, आपको पता है, मैं फिर भी बता देता हूँ, आपको मेरे से ज्यादा पता है. Dealers, they reduce the price on paper sometimes so that they go to lower slab. Because of the slabbing part, there is slabs. इतने गाड़ी होगी तो इतना टैक्स लगेगा, इतने गाड़ी तो इतना टैक्स लगेगा. जहां पे थोड़ा मार्जिन है, 20-50 हजार का मार्जिन है, स्लैब चेंज हो रहा है, वहां पे कई डीलर लोअर इनवॉइसिंग कर देते हैं, ये बोल के कि डिस्काउंट दे दिया, और डिस्काउंट देके आप उसमें टैक्स बच गया. तो डिस्काउंट तो आपने दिया अपनी जेब से, भाई तो आपकी हुई, मैं टैक्स क्यों मेरा जाए भाई? Why should I lose my tax? Because you are liberal to the customer.
मिला के दिखा रहा है.
There's a mixed story in that. इसमें कभी genuinely also we offer discounts to the customer.
Discount part because it's not verifiable. I cannot help in that.
That point is noted. But अगर GST में हम लोग tax पैसा ले सकते हैं.
GST का जो आपने बोला कि GST के ऊपर टैक्स नहीं लगना चाहिए, that's a valid thing. We will examine it and we will try to sort it out.
Right, sir. Mr. Ravi, you have a question, please. I think पहले से hand raise किया हुआ sir. Sir, there's one more issue that can a dealer issue an electronically TC of vehicles in the Vahan portal as per the rule 53A, sir? ये already has been notified, I think, but in Odisha this has not been implemented, sir.
Tell me again, please.
It's a question number 8. Can a dealer issue electronically temporary registration of vehicles on Vahan portal as per rule 53A applicable?
आपको जरूरत है क्या?
But it's a question come from one of the dealers. So,
who is not aware of the question has come from the dealer who is not aware of the system. आप मुझे बताइए ना, उड़ीसा में, Odisha is probably the first state which has changed the system, and you can register your vehicle anywhere to anywhere. आपको टेम्परेरी रजिस्ट्रेशन क्यों चाहिए? आपने कटक में गाड़ी खरीदी, आप रजिस्ट्रेशन करना चाहते हो कोरापुट में, तो आपको यहाँ से कोरापुट जाने के लिए टेम्परेरी रजिस्ट्रेशन चाहिए ना, यही तो होता है.
राइट.
आपको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाने के लिए आपको टीआर चाहिए.
राइट.
हम करें आपको जरूरत ही नहीं, आप कटक में बैठ के कोरापुट में रजिस्ट्रेशन कर लो. तो सिस्टम ऐसा बना रखा है. Wait, please. Our system is much advanced than what you are asking.
Right, sir.
आपको टेम्परेरी रजिस्ट्रेशन चाहिए नहीं उड़ीसा में, हम जरूरत ही नहीं, अलाउ ही नहीं है, आपको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी, क्योंकि आप कहीं से बैठ के कहीं रजिस्ट्रेशन करो.
There is an instance where people have to shift to their godown and they have it in one dealership to another dealership. I think this type of issues. I'm not very aware about this question.
नहीं, प्रदीप जी उसका नहीं होगा. It must be because of interstate billing. So if from Odisha, if a dealer is selling a vehicle to other state, then probably the TRC would be required. or probably it's a vehicle wherein the chassis is there and it has to go for a bodybuilding. So for bodybuilding, the TRC is required. So for fully built up vehicle within your state, as Arunji is saying, if you can register it within the state, so within the state, probably Arunji, what I suggest is you can have a system wherein within the state you can stop the temporary registration.
Yes,
But if in case a dealer is selling a vehicle outside the state, at that time TRC would be required, or probably in vehicles wherein there is a chassis, in commercial vehicles especially, TRC should be allowed, sir.
That number is very minimal actually. Very
Right.
minimal number. But for the state, you do not need actually. Within the state is considered as one region here. Where anywhere to anywhere, you don't need to have any TRC. Anything more, Agarwal sir?
I think Ajit, you have a question, please.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर, गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीबॉडी। सर मेरा एक जानकारी चाहिए था सर कि भारत सीरीज अपने उड़ीसा में कब से शुरू हो जाएगा सर? बीएच सीरीज
शुरू हो जाएगी।
Yes.
अजीत जी, उड़ीसा तो पूरे देश में सबसे पहला स्टेट है जिसने शुरू किया है।
बीएच अपने उड़ीसा में अभी लागू हो चुका है। मैं सुना था पहले बेंगलोर से शुरू हुआ था।
हमने सबसे पहले किया था महाराज।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
उड़ीसा ने पहले किया था। बेंगलोर से हमारे पास मेल आती है, ट्वीट आते हैं कि हम उड़ीसा में भी कर सकते हैं क्या, वो हमारे यहाँ करना चाहते हैं।
उड़ीसा के बाद आया एक्चुअल बेंगलुरु सर।
आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हो अजीत जी?
मैं रायगढ़ से बोल रहा हूँ सर।
यार आप तो पूरा मतलब आपको तो दिन दुनिया से बिल्कुल कटे हुए हो।
Dealer friends, if I speak from a national perspective, the kind of initiatives taken by the Odisha government with respect to phase registration process,
आप चेक करके देखिए, उड़ीसा is the first state which has introduced BS series. First state.
बढ़िया।
Complimented us.
बहुत अच्छा। Thank you sir.
I mean, I just like to sound again the dealer friends that friends, Odisha government ने जितने proactively जो central जिसमें corruption कम रहेगा, जिस टाइप का उन्होंने initiative लिया, कोई government आज तक इंडिया में नहीं लिया है. So it's a hat off to the Odisha government and transport department for taking it forward. Many activities which is the first time Odisha government has done. So आप लोगों को जरा उसको tweets भी share करना चाहिए sir, so that the dealer fraternity knows about it sir. If you're doing a good job तो STA के पोर्टल के थ्रू, ट्विटर हैंडल के थ्रू, आई थिंक इट्स नो हार्म इन शेयरिंग इट सर।
एक बात आपको बताता हूँ, तो भारत सीरीज का पूछा जैन साहब ने। भारत सीरीज का जो हमने ट्वीट बनाया था शुरू में, जब हमने इसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया, हमने ट्वीट लगाए थे कई सारे। भारत सीरीज में रजिस्ट्रेशन आप कैसे कर सकते हो, हमने ग्राफ बनाया था, एक ग्राफिक्स बनाया था, एक ग्राफिक्स हमने बना के लगाया था ट्वीट STA ने, उड़ीसा ने। उस ग्राफिक को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया यूज कर रही है। हमारे ग्राफिक गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की पोर्टल पे आप जाके देखो, हमारा वाला ग्राफिक उन्होंने चुराया हमसे, मतलब हमसे कॉपी किया है, लोगों को बताने के लिए कि कैसे भारत सीरीज को आप जा सकते। अब आप अपने स्टेट को तारीफ नहीं करते तो कैसे होगा? तो दूसरे स्टेट को आपको लगता है कि बाकी स्टेट पहले कर रहे हैं, ऐसे कैसे होगा?
जैसे हमने तो when I have been to the national body, I can see the kind of good work that was done by the Odisha government sir.
We are doing it. आप अगर हमारा अगर ट्विटर अकाउंट अगर फॉलो करोगे, तो मैं आपको एक ऐसे बताना चाहता हूँ, जस्ट आई एम टेलिंग यू समथिंग व्हिच इज मे बी यू विल फाइंड, यू विल फील हैप्पी। अभी वीमेंस डे पे हमने एक वीडियो बनाया था। वीमेंस डे पे 2 दिन पहले एक वीडियो हम लोगों ने लगाया था हमारे ट्विटर अकाउंट से STA की। उसको 15 लाख लोगों ने देखा है। 15 लाख लोगों, अभी मेरे पास किसी ने फिगर भेजा हमारी टीम ने, 15 लाख पीपल है वॉच दी वीडियो। हमने 90,000 रुपए खर्च किए उसको, ओनली 90,000। हमारे उसमें एक्टर भी सारे खुद के ही, मतलब कोई बाहर का एक्टर नहीं लाया, हमारे खुद के स्टाफ ने उस पर वीडियो बना दिया है। सो वी आर डूइंग थिंग, बट सी द थिंग इज दैट वी थिंक दैट Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore and Hyderabad, they will be doing something more and better than us. It is not like that. It's not like that. Not always like that. Please.
I think the questions are over from my side, and any dealers have any questions more, or else we'll have and we'll end the meeting. Any more questions? Ajit sir.
Agarwal sir.
Yes sir.
आपने सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे तो अब हमें भी मौका मिलना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल सर।
आप अपने सवाल पूछ के बंद कर दोगे कि अब विल एंड द मीटिंग, ऐसे कैसे होगा?
नहीं सर, मोस्ट वेलकम सर, वी आर देयर टू आंसर।
नाउ आई आल्सो हैव सम विश लिस्ट, आई आल्सो हैव सम राइट। आपके तो पहले मैंने जवाब दिया, तो मेरे भी बोलने दोगे मेरे को?
राइट सर।
ओके, Now I have a few things, few requests to make to all of you. First is that मैंने जो आप लोगों को पहले भी एक मैसेज दिया था, हमारे आरटीओ ने दिया होगा. See, as the regulator, as the transport commissioner, I have to see three interests. First, the public, the customer, then the dealer or the companies, and third is the government. गवर्नमेंट का अपना इंटरेस्ट कुछ ज्यादा है नहीं. गवर्नमेंट का इंटरेस्ट ये कि ये दोनों के बीच में तालमेल ठीक रहे. बट द फर्स्ट इंटरेस्ट which I am here to serve is the public of Odisha, people of Odisha. You should understand that. आपका बिजनेस इंटरेस्ट बाद में आता है, पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट पहले आता है. आई एम वेरी क्लियर अबाउट. सेम थिंग गोज विद अबाउट आवर, जो हमारे बस में ट्रेवल करते हैं, बस ऑपरेटर बहुत सारे हैं, हजारों हैं, उनका इंटरेस्ट मेरे को देखना है, और मेरे को पैसेंजर का इंटरेस्ट पहले देखना है. फॉर दैट आई एम अर्जिंग ऑल ऑफ यू, आपकी जो भी एथोराइज्ड, जो भी आपका लीगल राइट है पैसा लेने का, आप बिल्कुल लीजिए, खुशी से आप बिजनेस कीजिए. वी आर वेरी हैप्पी. आई डू नॉट वांट टू गेट इंफॉर्मेशन कि किसी डीलर ने वो जो हैंडलिंग चार्ज एंड दिस चार्ज एंड दैट चार्ज आप लोगों ने हमारे कस्टमर से किसी से आप लेते हो. दैट इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल, दैट इज नॉट अलाउड. एक बोर्ड भी आप लोगों को हमने बोला था लगवाने के लिए, मेरे ख्याल से लगाया होगा कई लोगों ने, अभी जाके चेक भी करेंगे हम लोग. मैं बहुत क्लियरली आपके सामने बोल रहा हूँ, सबके सामने बोल रहा हूँ, मतलब बिल्कुल ईमानदार से खुले में बोल रहा हूँ. हालांकि ये रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, फिर भी आपको बता रहा हूँ मैं. बहुत सारे स्टेट में बहुत सारा सिस्टम होता होगा, कहीं कुछ करप्शन है, यहाँ है, वहां है, यहाँ पैसा चाहिए, वहां पैसा चाहिए. उड़ीसा में आई एम सिटिंग हियर, आई एम टेलिंग यू विद ऑल सीरियसनेस, ऑल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, हमारे यहाँ ऐसा पैसा कलेक्शन का कोई सेंट्रलाइज सिस्टम नहीं है. नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. तो कोई आदमी को, हमारे डिपार्टमेंट के किसी आदमी को, आपको कोई 1 रुपया एक्स्ट्रा देने की जरूरत नहीं. प्लीज डू नॉट पे एनीथिंग टू एनीबडी. वी आर टोटली अगेंस्ट. आई एम टेलिंग ओपनली टू एवरीबडी. मेरे ऑफिसर्स भी हैं यहाँ पे, दे विल ऑल्सो एग्री विद मी. We do not have a system like that कि भाई यहाँ से पैसा कलेक्शन कर लो, वहां से कलेक्शन कर लो, यहाँ पे भेजना है. वो जो एक परसेप्शन रहता है ना गिरधर जी, एक परसेप्शन रहता है कि साहब पैसा तो बहुत ऊपर जाता है. कहीं ऊपर नहीं जाता. ऊपर मैं बैठा हूँ यार, कहीं नहीं जाता, कहीं नहीं जाता. 1 रुपया नहीं लेता मैं किसी से. मैं मतलब आई एम नॉट टेलिंग अबाउट एज ए पर्सन, बट आई एम टेलिंग अबाउट दिस चेयर. दिस चेयर डजंट टेक 1 रुपी फ्रॉम एनी आरटीओ और एनीबडी, एंड वी डू नॉट नीड, वी डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट. तो वो जो एक मन में है ना कि साहब वो तो कलेक्शन होता है, ऊपर जाता है, वहां जाता है, कहीं नहीं जाता. कोई किसी को जरूरत नहीं है, कोई लेने को यहाँ तैयार नहीं है. आप लेकिन इस काम में हमारा मदद कीजिए. प्लीज डोंट गेट इनटू दिस काइंड ऑफ. आई एम टेलिंग यू वेरी क्लियरली, ब्लैटेंटली, ओपनली, डोंट पे ए सिंगल रुपी टू एनीबडी फ्रॉम आवर डिपार्टमेंट, बी इट दी लोअर लेवल पीपल, सीनियर लेवल पीपल, जो भी लेवल पे है. आई डोंट वांट टू नेम, बट डोंट डू इट. And if you are doing it, तो आपको देखना है, कस्टमर से मत लीजिए. कस्टमर से इस नाम पे पैसा की हैंडलिंग चार्ज है, आरटीओ को देना पड़ेगा, आरटीओ का ऑफिस का खर्चा है, नहीं है खर्चा आरटीओ ऑफिस, मत लीजिए. और इफ समथिंग कम्स लाइक दैट, वी आर वेरी सीरियस. वी डू नॉट वांट टू, वी विल नॉट अलाउ. जहां पे भी मौका लगेगा, आई विल बी स्ट्रिक्ट, बिकॉज टाइम नहीं मिला. आई हैव बीन बिजी विद रोड सेफ्टी एंड अदर थिंग्स अर्लियर हियर last 6 months, and I am here for 6-7 months now. Lekin this is something which is bothering me, and please don't do it. Number 1. Number 2, एक हम बात कर चुके हैं पहले से, वो मैनिपुलेटेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स वाली, आईडी प्रूफ वाली, वो जो चीजें हैं, उसमें थोड़ा सा आप हमारा मदद कीजिए. Don't please insist on your customer to give the proper ID, proper thing. गिद्धर जी ने बताई दिया आधार बेस्ड करने वाला, वो हम कर देंगे. I think that will sort out the problem to some extent. देन HSRP हमने काफी बात कर लिया. HSRP का वी हैव ए लिस्ट, एंड आई फील सैड एक्चुअली. thousands and thousands ऑफ व्हीकल्स, एंड पर्टिकुलरली कटक भुवनेश्वर इस रीजन में तो फिर भी कंप्लायंस अच्छा है. जितना दूर है हेडक्वार्टर से उतना कंप्लायंस कम. तो अगर कोई फिर ऐसा आएगा, अगर हम स्टिक करेंगे, बाद में वो हम उनका ट्रेड लाइसेंस सस्पेंड करेंगे, हम उनको काम बंद करेंगे 2 महीना, 2 महीना, फिर नुकसान होगा सब. बिजनेस का नुकसान होगा। एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू समथिंग, थोड़ा इसको पुनमुन प्लीज साइलेंट कर लीजिए पुनमुन।
इंद्रा जी जरा म्यूट करिए ना सबको प्लीज।
आई एम टेलिंग यू समथिंग व्हिच यू मे नॉट लाइक टू हियर, आपको शायद सुन के अच्छा नहीं लगे, पर अभी अभी मेरे दिमाग में एक आइडिया है, वो बड़ा थोड़ा क्रिकेट काइंड ऑफ आइडिया आया, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ। अच्छा आइडिया नहीं है फिर भी आपसे शेयर कर रहा हूँ कि जो लोग नहीं मान रहे हैं, जो लोग नहीं सुधर रहे हैं, उनका ट्रेड लाइसेंस, उनके काम करने का काम मैं ठीक दशहरे से पहले बंद करूंगा 20 दिन के लिए। जब आपकी सेल होती है ना उसी टाइम करूंगा। नहीं सुन रहे हो तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं आई विल ऑल्सो डू दैट ना, आई विल ऑल्सो फाइंड द राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी। So we are going to start a campaign and I am taking a record of whatever people are doing. And if people are not listening and they are, in spite of all the cooperation, if they do not put the HSRP, if they continue to take extra money from the people in my name, देखिए प्रॉब्लम क्या है, आप पैसा लेते हो, बदनामी मेरा हो, मेरे को चिंता ही है, बदनामी हमारा होता है, मैं क्यों बदनामी झेलूं बिना मतलब का, मेरे को बताओ ना। तो अगर वो नहीं सुधरते हैं या कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है, देन एक्शन विल बी टेकन दिस टाइम जस्ट बिफोर द दशहरा, क्योंकि मुझे पता है मेरे भाई का डीलरशिप था, मुझे पता है बिक्री कब होती है। क्यों अमन, हमें तो पता है कि बिक्री कब शुरू होती है।
Yes, sir.
तो पता है, तो बिक्री से पहले बंद कर दूंगा 20 दिन के लिए, बाद में मेरे को गाली मत देना कि साहब इन्होंने गलत टाइम पे बंद किया। तो ये थोड़ा आप बता दीजिए सबको, मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है। आई एम नॉट हियर टू पनिश एनीबॉडी, वी वांट द बिजनेस टू फ्लोरिश, we understand the role of business, we understand business flourish होने से ही मेरा स्टेट फ्लोरिश करेगा, लेकिन कोऑपरेट करना पड़े, गलत काम नहीं, बेईमानी नहीं, अच्छे से पैसा कमाओ, अच्छे से। आपको तो इतना मतलब भगवान ने पैसा इतना दिया है, सब लोग पैसे वाले आदमी हो, आपको क्या जरूरत है करने की, ठीक है। चलिए, आई थिंक वी कैन क्लोज नाउ। एनीथिंग मोर दीप्ति यू वांट टू से, और एनीबॉडी एल्स फ्रॉम आवर साइड, संजय, नायक बाबू, एनीबॉडी वांट्स टू ऐड समथिंग? दीप्ति?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Nothing, sir. Everything is covered, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Agarwal sahab, I am finally I am thanking again to you for giving me this opportunity to meet all of you. Maybe and one of course one last thing which I must add here, we are working on road safety on various aspects. कभी कभी अग्रवाल साहब से बात होता भी है, on various aspects we are working. काफी सीरियस काम हम कर रहे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं। देखिए उड़ीसा में हर साल 5000 से ज्यादा लोग मारे जाते हैं, और एक्सीडेंट ऐसी चीज है जो किसी के साथ भी हो सकती है। मतलब एक्सीडेंट ऐसा नहीं कि आपके साथ मेरे साथ नहीं हो सकता, एक्सीडेंट कैन हिट एनीबडी। सो वी इट्स अ कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, इट्स अ कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। कई सारे हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं। आई विल बी शेयरिंग अगेन विद मिस्टर अग्रवाल एज द चेयरमैन ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। इन केस फाडा वांट्स टू बी पार्ट ऑफ एनी ऑफ द इनिशिएटिव्स, वी विल बी वेरी हैप्पी, वी विल बी थैंकफुल एक्चुअली कि हमारे साथ आपने मिलकर कोई काम किया। अच्छा काम है ये, कोई धर्म का, जाति का, किसी दल का, किसी पार्टी का काम है नहीं, सबके लिए है। If anything, FADA can help us, FADA can cooperate, collaborate, partner with us in any kind of road safety activity. We will be thankful, we will be happy, and we will be grateful. Thank you so much from my side. Viral sahab, anything over to you.
Pradeep ji, you are on mute. Pradeep ji, you are on mute. So before your closing remarks, Pradeep ji, I just like to add here, I can't resist myself. Arun ji, I've attended so many meetings online in last couple of years with transport departments across India, boss. Hats off to you, boss. दिल से सलाम आपको और आपके department को। मैंने आज तक I have not yet to come across a meeting which is so transparent, so open. An officer of your status is speaking to us dealers on a same platform. There is it's seriously amazing, sir, and I'm 100% sure with under your leadership. See, we already give your example, your state example to other states. So when probably we're doing a meeting with Tamil Nadu or with Kerala, there's so many issues over there. So we give your example or probably example of Rajasthan and Delhi. But seriously, sir, I've yet to come across a meeting like this, and you rightly said, sir. Registration, I would request all the dealers from FADA side also. The two reasons. One, as you rightly said, कि unnecessarily department के ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक जाता है, बदनामी सबकी होती है इसके अंदर में. There's one more legal aspect to it, sir. अगर as a dealer, if I am charging even 100 rupees from the customer on account of registration charges or fees against registration charges और हैंडलिंग अगेंस्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस. अगर रजिस्ट्रेशन के पेटे मैं 100 रुपए भी लेता हूं, when we'll be having our GST audits, the GST guy can actually bring this thing under the GST preview, और जो गाड़ी के ऊपर में GST लगता है वो GST हमारे रजिस्ट्रेशन के ऊपर लगा सकता है. जब तक आप एज प्योर एजेंट काम करते हो, यू आर नॉट चार्जिंग एनीथिंग ऑन रजिस्ट्रेशन, तब तक आपके ऊपर कोई GST का कोई सवाल नहीं उठता है, बिकॉज हम इसमें पैसा ले रहे हैं और हम जमा करा रहे हैं. So I will request all the dealers to refrain from taking even one single rupee on account of registration. And so that's the only thing. And as far as sir, road safety is concerned, we will be more than willing to partner with you in your state, with your department under your leadership. I'm sure Pradeep ji is there. So whatever assistance you need, our entire dealer fraternity is with you, sir, and with your department. And with our effort, even if we can save one life in year, I think it would be worth the effort, sir. So we'll be more than willing to work with you, sir, in that aspect.
गिरधर जी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स. वैसे मैं आपको बताऊं, ये जादू मेरा नहीं है, मेरे स्टेट का है. और स्टेट इज एक्चुअली बहुत ट्रांसपेरेंट है हमारा स्टेट. लोगों को लगता नहीं, समझ में नहीं आता है. और मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ आपके सामने, आप यू विल अप्रिशिएट, क्योंकि आप बाकी स्टेट्स भी देखते हैं. हमारे स्टेट में एक्चुअली वो कलेक्शन का कल्चर नहीं है. लोगों को लगता है, मैं तो आपके सामने ओपनली बोल रहा हूँ सबके सामने, कि ये हमारे ऑफिसर बैठे हैं, मेरे पास 38 आरटीओ हैं. 38 आरटीओ हैं. एक आरटीओ अगर ये कह दे मेरे पीठ के पीछे, मतलब मेरे सामने नहीं, मेरे पीठ के पीछे बोलते कि ट्रांसपोर्ट कमिश्नर को मैंने 5 रुपए दिए थे, आई विल क्विट द जॉब. आई एम टेलिंग यू, हमारे नहीं है. मैं इसलिए नहीं कि मैं पोस्ट कर रहा हूँ, मैं खुद की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, हमारे कल्चर नहीं है. लेकिन वो वहम है कि साहब है ऊपर तक ये वो, इसलिए थोड़ा सा मुझे लगा कि इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू टेल ओपनली एंड वेरी वेरी क्लियरली. लेकिन ये हमारा स्टेट का कल्चर है. इट्स नॉट अबाउट मी. I cannot, a person cannot change the system. अगर हमारे सिस्टम में मान लीजिए ऐसा सिस्टम ही होता कि कलेक्शन हो रहा होता कई अदर स्टेट की जगह, तो हो सकता है मेरी जगह इस पोस्ट पे कोई और बैठा होता, वो अपना ढूंढ के बंदा कोई और लेके भी आ सकते थे ना. तो ऐसा नहीं है हमारे यहाँ. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, रोड सेफ्टी. आई एम थैंकफुल फॉर योर ऑफर. मे बी वी कैन हैव सम मीटिंग सम अदर डे about specifically about road safety issues, what we are doing. We will be happy to share with you. Then you can pick up that which particular activity you would like to be part of. Incidentally, tomorrow I am having a meeting at 4 p.m. with FICCI. FICCI is very impressed with our work. FICCI is also telling that they want to partner with. Tomorrow I am having a meeting with FICCI online again. So we will be happy to have a meeting with FADA specifically on road safety issue. And thank you so much for your encouraging words to all of us. आपके डीलर्स को आपने जो गुजारिश की हमारी तरफ से, वो मैं थैंकफुल हूँ कि हमारे नाम पे पैसा मत लो यार. आपको आप अपनी कंपनी का पैसा ले ना, आप उसका आप गाड़ी की कीमत बढ़ा दो 5-5 हजार रुपया, मुझे दिक्कत नहीं. हमारे नाम पे मत लो, हमारे नाम पे बदनामी हमारी बदनामी मत करो. आपको जो करना आप कमाओ ना पैसा, हम क्या मना कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू. प्रदीप जी प्लीज.
Point noted, sir. And regarding road safety, I assure you of all sort of collaboration from FADA. We had discussed earlier also. So, sir, जब भी आप हुक्म करें, we'll be there for helping you in the road safety matter. I request Mr. Rajiv Dubey to offer the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pradeep ji, and namaskar to all. जैसे I'll take a word Ali from Mr. Sai Girdhar. I think one of the best meeting, most light mood and humorous, in a very clean and honest commitments from everybody here. One of the best meetings I've also attended, particularly with the transport department, which you are always very fearful of. But I think today's meeting has brought us much, much closer.
Rajiv, you are mute.
Yeah, धन्यवाद. Thank you very much. और I think ट्रांसपोर्ट कमिश्नर ने हम सबको धन्यवाद किया, बट आई थिंक हमको उन्हें धन्यवाद करना चाहिए. और मैं मिस्टर साई गिरधर के लीव से लूंगा कि इस तरह की फर्स्ट टाइम जो मीटिंग हुई है, जहाँ पे कि बड़े ही ऑनेस्ट और मेटिकुलस तरीके से इस मीटिंग को बोथरा साहब ने कंडक्ट किया है. मैं एक चीज बोलूंगा, बोथरा साहब इज वन ऑफ द लीडर्स ऑन सोशल मीडिया एंड ही इज वेरी एक्टिव एंड ही हैज लॉट ऑफ फॉलोअर्स. आई थिंक आज की मीटिंग के बाद इन्होंने हमको भी अपना फॉलोअर बना दिया. थैंक यू सर, थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर योर सपोर्ट and your approach, a very positive approach, a business like approach for all our dealers, and you have been very, very supportive whenever we have looked for help from you. And today's meeting has been very outright from your side, And very honestly, you have requested us and told us that we should be more sincere and ethical in our business. And I think we'll do it. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. I would also thank Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Sanjay Biswal, Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Deepti Patra, Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Lal Mohan Sethi, Additional Commissioner, Mr. Nayak, and Technical Director, NIC, for giving their valuable time and guidance to all our dealers. Also, I would thank Mr. Sai Girdhar, who has been so influential in this, who has also helped us in conducting this meeting in a very helpful manner. I thank RTOs who are present here in the meeting and the RTOs who are not present in the meeting, who have always supported us in whatever cause we have gone to them. Also, I am thankful to Chairperson FADA, Mr. Pradeep Agarwal, for doing a great effort. And he has been actually instrumental in guiding FADA, or FADA as they call, in Odisha. And also thankful to regional directors who have really worked hard for bringing all this around. And last but not the least, thanking my dealer friends and participants for this meeting. Thank you very much. And I will always remember this meeting in my life, I think, which has been one of the most positive meetings I have attended from the
It's the first time, I think,
STA
meeting is taking place in Odisha, where we have the Transport Commissioner having interaction with the dealers. And we should not forget Ms. Indra ma'am from FADA.
Sorry, I forgot Indra ma'am. Sorry, Indra ma'am, I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Thank you so much for your valuable time for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, everyone. Our gratitude.